Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is December 17, 2024. I'm not in my regular office, so I've just report my video today based on my laptop. So forgive me about the quality. Hopefully the quality is okay, at least for just today. All right, starting S&P 500 daily chart here. So daily chart, as we expect that market is coming down a bit, just forming a bullish consolidation and just testing the previous high here, which is kind of like I would say this is bullish. This is bullish momentum seasonally. We are bullish, and we are just forming a corrective rally within time, consolidation in S&P 500, coming along with this SMA 20, which is a minor support. But usually, when at this time of the year, when market just showing a bullish consolidation, usually this means the Santa Claus rally is gonna happen pretty strong, and we will see another potential new all-time high by Santa, 6,200. So also you can just use these indicators as well. MACD is showing a nice negative hidden divergence. This is a bullish hidden divergence. And also this is a stochastic. A stochastic momentum is pretty close to the oversold condition, which may happen tomorrow. Also tomorrow we will have a Fed meeting. So that's going to be another potentially 25 basis point to the downside, but the verbiage is very important. As I mentioned before, if the verbiage is hawkish, potentially it's going to put pressure on the market, especially for 2025. They're going to just announce some potential forecast if they want to just bring the right aggressively to the downside, or they're going to just keep the pace like this, or they're going to just reduce the pace and they will be more cautious about the rate out down the road. So that's very important, especially verbiage is going to be more important than the amount of rate cuts that they're going to do tomorrow. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to Nasdaq, which is coming down today. Not a bad session for Nasdaq. After yesterday breakout to the upside, usually this happens, so we may see some kind of like a chopping consolidation here. And today it just got a very, I should say, shallow corrective move, 143, and nothing special. So even if we get a more downside to here to this trend line here, that would be bought potentially by buyers by end of this week. And we may see next week is going to be a bullish momentum to new all-time high, and potentially we're going to see 23,000 down the road for the next few weeks. So we'll see how it goes. Nasdaq is different than S&P 500. As you see here, the momentum is pretty solid. RSI is in overbought condition, which is bullish after a while. So the last time we got RSI into overbought condition, we got into July, and the rally just is stretching all the way to half of the July. So when we are getting to RSI overbought condition in uptrend, usually it's not a sell signal. Usually it is a strong momentum to the upside. So we will see how it goes. I would say potentially we may see 2 3 days down tick, but that's going to be shallow. Moving on to the Dow. Dow is coming to our level, so we got into long position. Dow with a stop loss here below this pivot. So for those ones who are not relying on this stop, they can just put a wider stop here, somewhere around here. I don't think that's going to be a good trade. If a stop goes below this, so we may see another reversal. We may initiate another rally to the upside. So I don't think why the stop at this stage is going to be a reliable option, but it's up to you folks. So I'm just announcing my position. So this is kind of like the trend line that I'm just getting into, and also hidden divergence is forming at the 69 to 78% Fibonacci, which is ideal scenario for me for long position. Very tight to stop uh, below this, but that would be kind of like if rally is coming, at least we may get into this area, which is going to be a good, a nice risk to reward trade. So we will see how it goes. The Dow is down because there are three sectors that put pressure on the Dow Jones: healthcare, metals, and also energy. We will get to those ones as well down the road. But that's the reason for that, and I believe that they're due for a bounce. All right, moving on to Gold, which coming down today. So this is a weekly chart. Let me go back to the daily. So here's the daily chart. Gold is forming double top work seal around 27, 15, 16 area. So we're just getting back down. You see minor lower shadows here just because this is a previous pivotal area. So when we don't get managed to higher high, usually when we are coming back down, this is not going to be a strong support. So we may see some kind of like a bullish or bearish consolidation, sorry, around here all the way by this week, early next week. But I would say that's going to be a cautious for traders who want to get into long position. I'm still on that camp that gold has a downside due to this area, which is going to be 24.65 to 2500 to 2521. So this is the area that I'm looking at for a reversal long position. This is great area. So I'm just waiting for this, and potentially we may see some kind of like support here. Again, this area is going to be important, but ideal scenario is going to be here. Some people I've seen a lot of people are just commenting, "Hey, your buying zone is pretty low, so that's why you're missing the opportunity." I don't care, to be honest, just because I would like to get into safe trades rather than just over trading. There are lots of opportunity. Always, always, always there are gonna be opportunity in the market. So don't feel missing any trade, folks. Okay. So even if you're missing this one, we are gonna take another opportunity. But I would say this is going to be pretty a solid trade if it gets here. So stay tuned for that one. Moving on to silver, which is doji bar today. Silver, not a bad session. Overall, silver is holding up for now, at least for a pause. So this is kind of like the area that we're looking for as a neckline or an important pivot. But I would say when you're touching this area a lot, and we are not managing a new highs. So this is a weak area. So consolidation, it's going to just drop to here, which is going to be a fantastic buying opportunity, the same as gold. So silver and gold are forming the same scenario almost. Identical, not identical, pretty identical, but the bearish side actually we can just take it as a kind of like opportunity for the next buy. Moving on to gold, sorry, crude. Crude is just a down take today. It was kind of like a sold off sharply early in the morning, but just came back down up a little bit and just forming nice lower shadow here. Defended 69.40, now getting back above $70. That is very important just because crude needs to hold above $70 and tackle above 71 and 72. So this is the area. If we get above 72, pullback could be a fantastic buying opportunity. It can go all the way up to $76 and $76. That's going to be the area that you're going to make a decision if crude wants to go higher or just the dead cat bounce and getting back to the downside. I would say $72 for the first shot is going to be important. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit new all-time high today, 108 thousand. So happened today, and just that came back down. I again scale out some my Bitcoin position today and still holding up not a bad portion in my portfolio, but I would say as soon as we are getting to this area, which is going to be 110, that's the area for intermediate top, especially when Ethereum is lagging. So when I say this name, Ethereum is lagging while Bitcoin is not um, having strong momentum. I should say everyone needs to be careful and cautious, at least for the short term. Still looking for Ethereum for an all-time high here, but after potentially corrective move. Moving on to the bond yield just show a shadow. Seems like Federal Reserve tomorrow is going to be very, very important because if, I don't know, bond traders, investors, if they don't like verbiage or kind of like the percentage of the cut, they're going to just sell this. And if it takes out this pivotal point, you're going to see some kind of like a mover to the downside. So we'll see how it goes. With this name, bond forming kind of like, I should say, modest pivot here. So after free fall last week, we just got 2 days kind of like a positive. If it's going to be a bearish consolidation for the next move to the downside, or it's going to be a sharp move to the upside tomorrow, it's going to be a day for bond and bond traders. VIX, as I said yesterday, it was market positive, but VIX was up. So this tells me something. VIX up 8% today. Seems like traders, volatility traders are getting long for VIX 8%. Not a bad session. Still, I would say there is no real panic in the market. Just trade that everyone needs to uh, take it for a day or two. Uh, Dixie just getting uptick, bullish consolidation. Seems like dollar is getting stronger. Um, it's kind of like a going the other way, like a bond yield is kind of like a forming a top, and the dollar is forming a bullish consolidation. Bond is forming potential bottom. So this is kind of like a divergence in the market. Charts actually are not showing the same way. So we need to be patient. I would say we need to be patient for this uh, because tomorrow is going to be very important. Magma indicator just coming a doji bar today coming down a little bit. Apple hits new all-time high. Fantastic move for Apple still strongly going higher, $253 per share. Amazon $1.73 down. Pretty kind of like very, very modest correction. This is the ending diagonal formation. This can breaking through to the upside. I would say any corrective move could be a still buying opportunity for the short-term trader. Meta just reversing to the downside, almost 1% to the downside. Microsoft, $2.95 up. Here is the Microsoft that is strongly going higher. That keeps Nasdaq still in a good shape. And if it goes above this mini supply area, I would say double top is going to be a potential scenario. Google hits new all-time high today, forming to the downside sharply. So this is kind of like the shooting the star. Usually we see some kind of like volatility at the top, especially when a stock hits new all-time high. Usually sellers just take control for a day or two. And if it just gives us a corrective move, then it can go back to the buy side. And Netflix coming down $3.39 down. Tesla hits the all-time high, 480 right now. It was a very volatile session, just going down and then getting back to the upside, 450, then came back up nicely to 480 right now. A semiconductor index still chopping around here, I would say semis. Some of them are pretty interesting. Some of them are just getting into the corrective move. So still, it's going to be a mixed basket through potentially next few weeks. Stocks the same pattern here, $3, $4 down actually today. Taiwan Semiconductor is down, but not that strong. Just a doji bar here almost. AMD just getting to the important, I would say, demand area here. And as you see here, the behavior of the stock is getting changed a little bit. Here is the support, very strong support, and also this is a demand area. Just because this support is forming, this is a strong demand area for this breakthrough to the upside. So that's why AMD, when we are getting to this level, uh, we need to kind of like a getting into or nibbling into long position rather than shorting the AMD or staying on the cash if you're not certain. Nvidia just a breaking through below 130 and then came back up. Right now it's just a 12 cents touch below $30, $130. Still looking for this area as a fantastic buying opportunity. And if you want to nibble in, I would say you can nibble in throughout this move to the downside. Texas Instrument going down, again touching this trend line. Seems like still ending diagonal is forming. Lamb Research after positive session almost getting into the doji bar, just a 4 cents down, still bullish consolidation. I like the pattern. Moving on to the XLF, which is Financial Spider. This is a bearish movement, I would say. This is not bullish. So we may see a gap fill somewhere around 45 to 48 as a kind of like the sell-off before the next rally to the upside. So that's my idea for financials. So that's why Dow is down. KBE just getting into the gap area. Gap window is open now and getting to the gap fill here somewhere around $50. Sorry, 55 to $56. KRE, the same pattern here, 60 to 61 dollar could be the scenario. We are just getting to the gap window. JP Morgan dollar 10 cents down, still holding up this pivot. Goldman Sachs is coming down, still above this white range bar. Bank of America is going down, and Wells Fargo is down as well. So dollar 15 cents still they can go to this gap window, gap fill area, and potentially find a support there. Moving on to the gold miners, they just a gap down, but coming back up. Not a bad session. It was not ugly, but it was not good. GDXJ, Gold Miner Junior, still forming the trend line here, so that's why it's reacted here. But this is lower high, so it's just a minor trend line. I would say it's not important trend line. AEM, the same pattern here, 80 cents down. Newmont is getting into this important demand area. This is a monthly demand area, sorry, weekly demand area, and somewhere around 36 to 39. That's the area that everyone needs to just get into it. I would say if you're 3 to 6 months investor, this is a good area, folks. Franco Nevada just getting back to the upside, 7 cents, 6 cents up. Not a bad session. Gold Barrick is getting close to this important weekly demand area, just a touch and bounce back up, still negative area. So we'll see. Moving on to XLE, which is Energy Spider, just a gap down, going deeply to 86, getting back to the upside, forming. This is a capitulation or kind of like the end of the corrective move. I wait for confirmation. XOP, this is good candle, folks. Gap down, capitulated, holding up this area, getting back to the upside. OH, the same pattern here, $4.46. Um, Down and then getting back up slightly. Exxon, the same pattern here, just getting all the way down to 106, I would say, and then getting back up nicely, still holding up. This is a great area, 100 to 105, 60 cents. That's the perfect zone for Exxon. Chevron, nicely getting into this 147, getting back to the upside. So we will see how it goes with these names. I would say they're pretty close to the corrective move to be finished. All right, folks, I think I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel. Again, apology for the quality of video today. I promise I will get back to my office tomorrow and we'll prepare better video. Have a fantastic evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.